Waiting if somebody can check YouTube, please. The only problem, it's a problem of Instagram. It has such a code that commands which you write on the stream of Instagram, they are just unavailable to be seen here, and they disappear quite quickly. So what we are going to do, we will first go through all your questions from Facebook and YouTube. And by the end of our YouTube, it says upcoming stream. So we probably need to understand how everything works a bit more. Yeah?
Actually, it's supposed to stream. It says that we are online there, but
Yeah, it even shows that 3 people are watching.
yeah. Okay, so probably we're live right now. Oh yeah, we're live there. Yeah, we need some time to adjust. So
Yeah,
thank
to
you.
understand how everything works. Yeah, so thanks a lot to Restream who help us make our streams more easier to join all together from different platforms. Yes, so we are going to change our format a bit from YouTube. Great.
Yes, thank you.
We're going to change our format a bit as the commands from Instagram are not available in this inbox. What we're going to do first, before our streams, we are going to make stories where you can share the questions you want us to answer on our streams. We will first answer these questions, then we go through the questions from Facebook and YouTube. And by the end of our session, with the help of the phone, we will check all messages from Instagram too. So if you are in a hurry, if you want us to answer your question more quickly, maybe the better idea is to join our stream from Facebook or YouTube. Just choose the option which suits you the most.
So Chapati is taking care of herself.
Yeah.
She is busy. And thank you guys for joining. We'll answer all your questions. So we will tell you how we are right now.
Yeah, so first I'm going to check the questions which you have sent us from the stories where we asked to ask the questions. And just a moment. Much love from India. Thank you so much. Much love to you too. How are you, Eugene?
We are doing quite good, as we can be right now at the presence of war in our country. We will get her back in a few minutes. So we are in Kropivnitsky. We are still safe here. It's much safer than in many places, including our own hometown, the capital of Ukraine, Kiev, which is under bombings from time to time. I mean, every day some bombs fall onto Kiev. So it got much more safe there than it was a few weeks ago. But anyway, there is still a great chance to get hit by a bomb, especially in the district we live, because we noticed that so many buildings were destroyed nearby, even quite close to our building, like less than a kilometer. We got one building destroyed. So I think it's better to not to come back to Kiev for some period of time, especially till the 9th of March, when May, when Soviet Union is celebrating the victory days, the day of the victory in World War II,
which is very important for Russia.
for Soviet army. So
And they would probably want to show some wins
and showcase some
this,
kind of
yeah.
strengths they think they have.
Chappy,
Chappy, come here. Yes, Chappy is back. We have a treat for her. It's a cheese. She loves cheese.
She adores cheese.
So probably she'll spend a bit more time with us than previous stream.
Yeah, and but of course, even though we are safe, we are still stressed, we are still depressed, we are exhausted, and you cannot feel good while all this happens around. Our lives are put on a stop. So nothing has changed a lot from our last meeting with you.
Yeah, go ahead with some questions.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll go ahead. How's the Traveling Chapati project coming along? Oh, by the way, Svarna, I received your email. Thanks a lot. I'm sorry for still not answering it. I'll be back with my answer, I guess, tomorrow. Thank you. I remember about that.
Read the
So,
name, please, also. Read the name before reading the comment.
Yeah, I told that it's Svarna.
Yeah, but before that you didn't.
Yeah, how's the Chapati project? So this is the only project we have left now. So all we do is thinking of some new ways how to promote Chapati's channel, how to make more great doings, how to make interesting content and so on. But of course, we now lack time a bit. We don't have good internet for everything. Yeah, we need. So, as we've told the previous time, we are still looking for some support. Maybe you have friends who are creators of any sort. Maybe you're a kind of creator. So maybe we can cooperate and make something great together. Maybe you can help us find ways in order to make our project bigger, more global, more interesting, and so on. So Svarna is already emailed us about her support. Yeah, so
Thank you.
and yeah, thanks for that. We'll be back with the answer very soon. But we need more people who can join our project because we want to do something great. Maybe you're the one who can help us. Maybe you have a friend who can help us, even with ideas, even with some insights. Let's go further. Ochena Pakhi is asking, I hope and pray all your pain and other animals' pain get lessened. This war ends soon. Thank you so much. We also hope and we pray for that. Unfortunately, it's not going to end too soon. And during this time, many more people and many more creatures may suffer. But hopefully it won't last for ages. That's what we really want. Tejas Mancat. Sometimes it's hard, when it's a name, it's one thing, but nicknames sometimes are hard to understand. Hey Chapati, how are you doing? Chapati is doing quite nice because she has some cheese, which makes her very happy. And of course, Chapati has a very big advantage. She doesn't understand what is going on here. She doesn't understand how many people and creatures are suffering. So at least she can relax and she can feel.
Yeah, she's treated well. She
Yeah.
plays with other dogs in our family. The house we live in is actually the separate house with own yard. It is small, but though Chapati spends time outside, running around, so it's for her it's even better than being in an apartment in Kiev and walking only twice a day. So
Yeah, by the way, we are now living at my grandma, who lives in a house, but at the moment we are at my parents because only they have internet, so which we need for making all these streams because mobile is definitely not enough for making streams.
it's not an option. Yeah.
Yes. Roma asks, "How are you, my darling Chapati?" Roma, I guess we've already answered this question, but thank you so much. Nine Kings 10, how are you? Are you safe, dear? We told about how is Chapati and how we are. We are relatively safe. But still we have tens of sirens a day, and each time this siren shouts, all you think about is if this missile is heading your place, if this missile is heading your house, if it can kill or hurt your friends, your family, and many other people. So relatively safe, but nobody knows for how long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roma,
Roma also ask, what do you eat in the morning, afternoon, and evening?
so Chapati eats twice a day. First time she eats between noon and 2 p.m. as we wake up later right now, as we don't have a project we work on outside of our apartment. I mean, we don't go to office, so we don't need to be anywhere early in the morning. So we go to
And
sleep.
we usually cannot sleep very well because many sirens are at night.
Yeah. So we usually go to sleep right like in 3 or 4 a.m. That's why we wake up near noontime. And Chapati eats twice a day, one right after she's waken, and the other one is like at 8 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah. She eats commercial dry food. We made this choice because we found chapati in India while we were on the travels. We couldn't cook during that time. Then we started to travel with chapati a lot, and commercial dry food is like the only option if you travel with a pet. Unfortunately, the brand which we used to feed chapati with is currently unavailable here, so we had to change it, and we now give her cheaper food, but we just simply don't have any choice.
It's difficult to get it delivered because so many supply chains are broken because of war, and of course, regarding any delivery, only medicaments and some kind of humanitarian cargos are in prevailing position right now. So they are delivering it, and of course, some stuff for troops in the army. That's why some common things, it's not that good as it was because I mean in Ukraine delivery system is very good. We have good companies and overnight deliveries in most of the main cities of the country.
Okay, let's go further. Mona Litana asks, why the name Chapati? I'm so sorry if I've been a repeater. I'm too interested in knowing it. Yes, you are a bit of repeater, but we absolutely understand this. You know, like when we give interviews about Chapati's story, this question is always there. Everybody will ask, why Chapati? Of course, Chapati, because Chapati is from India and Chapati is an Indian flatbread.
And she's from Kochi. The one of the question was, so is she from Kochi? Yes, she's from Fort Kochi. We found her right in the middle of the Fort Kochi town.
Yeah, so at that point we fell in love with the bread chapati. And what else? When we found our dog Chapati, she was very small, she was very thin, like this flatbread. Her color is also very similar with the color of chapati bread. She also had tons of fleas and ticks on her little body, which reminded us about all those burn-ups which you can usually see on the bread chapati. And we also wanted her name to bring positive emotions, to make people laugh. So we gave it a try. We told to a few Indians that this dog's name is Chapati. All they started to laugh, very sincere. And we understood that, oh, yes, that's a perfect name because our dog is very positive and we want her to bring only positive emotions.
I'm playing with Chapati. She's nearby.
Okay, question from K. Anish. When PLA killed your motherland's sons while encroaching, did you ask Ukrainians to stand for India? I guess that this question is at least neglecting and rude, I would say. I don't know how can you compare, how can you ask about such stuff. Of course, I'm not an expert in the conflict between India and China. I cannot be an expert in that, but there is some difference, and we have constant war on our land for already 8 years. How can we stand for another country while we are defending our land? And now the full-scale war has started. It's when all the cities of Ukraine are being bombed, all the cities. You cannot feel safe anywhere, absolutely anywhere. It's not a local conflict when soldiers fight with each other. It's when people are killed, civilian people are killed in tons. It's a true genocide of our nation because they bomb our cities, they bomb our houses, they bomb maternity houses, schools, animal shelters. They do this. They rape our women and rape girls, small girls. They kill children in front of those parents' eyes. They torture animals. It's a bit different situation, and we are going through all this. Our family lost everything we had. We lost our normal life. We cannot think about anything. We cannot do anything. Only these sirens, only thinking.
Chappy is afraid of you.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
And we lost our jobs. Chapati's parents don't have money to buy food for her. This is why Chapati asks to stand for Ukraine. Because we are in this situation. We are going through all this. I think that some primitive logics may help to understand this situation. Okay, I'm sorry. I guess you have to answer the next question. Because
yeah, well, let me. So, where are we?
Here.
What situation in Ukraine? So, situation in Ukraine, actually, I told it a week ago, and not much changed. Right now, Russian army concentrated all the forces in the eastern region near Donbass, and they will try to take these lands because before that, as they tried to follow so many different routes, and they tried their attacks on like 8 or 9 positions, different cities, and they didn't have enough forces on each of these positions. That's why they withdrew. And right now they concentrated only on few positions in Donbass region to take Mariupol and to take Donbass region as follows for Donetsk and Lugansk regions, oblasts, and to take this path, a land pass from Russia to Crimea, to annex Crimea. So that's what they're doing right now, and all the major fights will gonna be there. We call it a great battle for Donbass, and it is about to start, as Russian already grouped all the troops over there, and they're waiting for a right time, because right now the weather is not that good. It's been raining for a week, and when the rain stop and the land become more dry, they will try to attack. And of course, our troops are prepared. We hope that we'll um, give a great fight and defend our lands. And nobody knows what's gonna happen after that, because Russian army will be basically uh, destroyed, let's say damaged,
Chapa.
really damaged, and they will
Chapati.
not have any force to continue like these great full-scale battles. So nobody knows what's gonna happen. Will they try to defend the territories they already took, or what's gonna be? Because all this war, it cost a lot for Russia. I'm not talking about people, vehicles, and military techniques, or weapons, or economy losses they have, big losses they have, but even in terms of money to support this war each day, it costs more than $1 billion each day. So they can't have a fight all the time. They will need to stop in some position and to negotiate, but nobody knows what are gonna be the terms of these negotiations. Nobody knows whether Putin will sign something and will keep his word that he will stand for what he signed. So we'll see.
And they still have enough money in order to kill more thousands of peaceful people. That's the biggest problem here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shepherd Jessica tells,
Yes, Jessica.
not a question, but oh my god, she's so cute. Thank you, Jess, so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry for being so emotional during the previous question, but like I just cannot understand how come a person cannot understand the situation and tell such stuff to people who are currently going through all this. It's madness. Jessica also asks, is it Easter in Ukraine today? How are you guys holding up? So today it's Easter for Catholic.
Which I am.
Yeah, Eugene is a Catholic, but at the moment, you know.
And Christina is Orthodox Christian. So Orthodox Christians, they have an Easter in a week, right? In the next
But,
next
like,
Sunday.
I'm not like I was
Baptized.
baptized, but I cannot say that I'm people who person who is in religion. Yeah, so most of Ukrainians will
Celebrate
but of course most of them will not celebrate it.
But at least somehow, of course, it's
Yeah,
very important.
it will be in 1 week, next week. But I hope that we will meet again with you next week. Samin You Sunshine, how are you managing with financing in such tough times? Sammy, we are not managing it because we lost our jobs, because we lost all our income. So all the money we now have is a credit. It's not our money, it's a credit. And when time will come, we will have to find it somewhere and to pay all those credits. So this is why we made our Patreon account, and we ask everybody who has an opportunity to donate any comfortable amount of money to support us, because we just cannot find any project at the moment. Eugene is a marketologist, And in Ukraine, marketologists are not very important at the moment, as you might understand, because during the war,
It's just because of the majority of businesses, they just don't work right
yeah,
now. People are in the middle of nothing. They are waiting. They don't know how it's gonna end and when it's gonna end. So right now, yeah. And it's of course for majority of people it's hard to work. I mean, because of this uncertainty,
yes,
it's just really hard. And thank you everybody who's becoming our patrons, who's donating to us, who's helping us, and
yes, thank
all
you
of
guys
you
so
who are
much.
listening to us, who are spreading the word. Thank you so much. You're helping us a lot.
Thank you, friends. Pink Pearl, IND. Nothing to ask, prayers, love, and everything positive to Chapati and family.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Where are you from? Ambitious gamer. So Chapati is from Fort Kochi, southwestern India, Kerala state.
Right?
Southwestern, yeah. Kerala state. We found her as a dying pup there. We adopted her. And as me and Eugene are from Ukraine, we then moved
Christina is from Kropivnitsky, where we are right now, and I'm
Current-
from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev.
from Kiev. But all three of us are now in Ukraine and we cannot leave.
Yeah.
And any plans to move out of Ukraine if needed?
No, as
Not for now.
as there is martial law, and actually I can't go outside the country, and
So it's just restricted by government. He cannot leave the country.
but like anyway, as soon as we can find a safe place here, I'd say we would not leave, because we need to support the people around and our troops, and to somehow be a part of this. This is like a task, and let's say a challenge for a whole country. So we're in this, of course.
But before the war has started, we had a dream and we even started to work in order to realize that we wanted to move to Spain. We fell in love with Spain and we understood that it's a perfect country for us to live. I'm very bad with Ukrainian climate. It doesn't suit my health. Yeah, can I say like
Yeah,
this?
sure.
Yeah. So I need hotter climate and more sun. Yeah, so we wanted to move to Spain, but nobody knows. At the moment, all our plans are ruined.
Yeah,
all
so
the
let
dreams
let
are
us be
ruined.
clear, it was prior to the war. So these plans to move somewhere to the place where the climate is better, where is the sun and sea and fresh fruits all year round, vegetables, great people. So we've been to Spain. We were in Spain this December, and we felt in love, and we understood that this is a country we want to move to. So we don't know when it's gonna happen, but we hope that it's gonna happen someday.
Yeah, we even started to learn Spanish for a month, I guess, but starting from February 24th, when the full-scale war has started, we unfortunately couldn't find opportunity to continue learning it. But I hope that I can say, mi perra es muy bonita. This means that my dog is very beautiful.
Yes, this is true. Chapati, can I?
How are you doing, Chapati? I guess we answered this question. How long have you had Chapati now? We found Chapati on 27th January
2017.
2017, so it's a bit more than 5 years we're all together. Shambhavism. asks, how are you doing with the war? I guess we told quite a lot about that.
Yeah,
Maybe you can add something.
I only want to add about bombings. So many cities, especially Kharkiv and Kiev, I mean big cities, are uh, being bombed these days. Lastly, after our troops managed to destroy a flagman ship of Russian Black Sea Fleet, Moscow, which was 3 days ago. It was fully destroyed and it sank. And we actually waited that Russia would gonna strike back for this loss. And right now, yes, we see it that they start to be more active bombing our main cities. And of course, there is a very hard and tragic situation in Mariupol, which is fully surrounded, where more than 100,000 people, civil people, are still there. They don't have any water, electricity, food, anything for more than 45 days, and they are struggling. And it is said that more than 20,000 people, civil people, died over there, and our army still defends it. Only like about 3,000 people from Ukraine side are defending the city against more than 15,000 people of Russia right now.
Okay, Eugene, we are done with the questions which we were sent beforehand.
Yeah.
Check this
So
inbox.
we have more here. So yes, I already answered about origin of Chapati. Yes, she's from Kerala. We already answered to Malino Vilovela, where we are. We're in Kropivnitsky right now. Krishna Siddhartha, thank you for saving a homeless pup and giving her the best life. It's a big question who gave the best life for whom, because we do believe that Chapati gave us the
Our best
our
life.
best lives. We can't imagine being without her, so probably we are more lucky than she is.
And you know, at this point, sometimes I'm so sad when I think that okay, I saved her life, I gave her everything needed, but at some point I brought her to Ukraine, and now she cannot be safe. And you know, this kills me from the inside.
I wanted to show Chapati and she doesn't want to be here. She's like, I want some freedom, guys. Yeah, so she's here.
It's your stream.
Gwen, thank you for becoming our patron right now. Thank you very much. It's a big pleasure. It means a lot for us. And also, we received a donation from Rachel on PayPal. Thank you very much, Rachel. Thank you
you so
everybody
much.
for
Thank
your
you,
donations and your
guys.
help. So we have a few more questions here from YouTube, and
I guess there are a few more questions here too. The question: do you need any humanitarian help on your city? I guess like there is kind of enough of humanitarian help our country is receiving. Our country now needs more help with
military equipment.
military equipment, with money, as well as some of the people like our family. But I guess humanitarian is quite enough.
Yeah, we're quite covered with that. So probably the most important thing we need, the country itself, is of course some tactical weapons, some tactical devices, like binoculars, night vision binoculars, like tourniquets to stop the blood. So this is kind of military stuff, because you know why we need these, because everything that it was produced and was available in Europe, Ukrainian people already bought it and sent to Ukraine. So all the volunteers we have here, they already bought everything there were in Europe. So right now that's why I'm important to get it probably from United States. Yeah.
Now it's going to get loud because my dad came back after walking their two dogs. So Chapati wants
To play and
play with them.
You will see Arya
Yeah.
and Misha.
Okay, so how's the condition in Ukraine? Eugene already answered. Much love to you guys too. Thank you all for all your help, for all your support, for being with us. By the way, today we finally made a post about all the stuff we asked about, like becoming our patrons, or about any help from the creators. So we made a post for you to easily share it. So please, if you have such an opportunity, share our latest post on Instagram and Facebook, and maybe we can find more people who can help us during this challenging moment, and who can make our project bigger, greater, and inspire us with many more ideas about how to make all this stuff. Thank you, guys.
Kirti Teja also became our patrons. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys.
And the question from Junipergen. Hello, boss. Always glad to see you are safe. Thank you so much. My question: do you have a plan of where to go if you have no choice but to leave the country? As I told, it's vice versa. We don't have any possibility to leave the country, and we stay here. When everything is over, we need to, of course, to make our lives some kind of usual, to start to get money, to find a job and stuff like that. And after that, we hope that we will move to Spain, as we want to do this. And also a few more questions. Yeah, Mons Museli is telling about her in the dog. Baburao, very nice name. And yeah, we adore indies, as you might know. We think that it's the best dogs in the world. They are so true. They are so
All the dogs are the best in the world.
sure. Yeah, but we are
But
lucky.
indies are extremely intelligent, extremely intelligent.
We are lucky to get indie.
Yeah.
Hey, Chapati, tell something to us. Yeah, Chapati didn't want to speak.
She's not in the mood.
She's right now waiting while Arya's feet are being cleaned. When Arya is done, Chapati probably will play with her. Marlena Willowella said, stay strong. We'll pray for you guys. Thank you so much. Rescue dogs are definitely the best. I agree. Like time ago, we didn't understand that. We were some kind of thinking about different breeds, like having our favorite breeds. I mean, just opinion about better breeds, or the breed that better suits for us.
Yeah, I think that we were thinking in the category like the breed which will suit us.
Yeah, for us, definitely. And after that, we understood that the best dogs are the dogs that need your help, and the best.
And the ones whom you were meant to meet with.
Yeah. So never seek a dog. You'll see it and you'll find it. Any shelter, on the street, everywhere. It just it just terms of a luck and destiny, but these bonds of love and support with your dog you helped and you took from the street, it's just something unbelievable.
Sure.
Come to India. We want someday. We definitely want to come back to India. It's a long
Yeah,
way.
but we just don't know if we're not speaking about war. If we pretend that now it's a peaceful time, we still don't know how to come to India with Chapati, because we can only go there by plane, and planes don't allow such big dogs as Chapati on board. So we
I mean,
just don't
in
know.
the cabin,
Yeah, in a
only as a
cabin.
cargo.
Yeah, and of course we would never give Chapati to a cargo. So we don't even know how to manage to do that, but hopefully.
I'll probably bring Arya
Yeah.
and Chapati.
If
Let's.
Roma is here, he should be happy to see Arya again. Arya! Come on! Be careful, please! Be careful! Crazy dogs. This is Arya, a rescue dog from Kiev streets. Chapati's best friend.
Chappy, come here. Chap, come on. Come on. Come on. Chappy, this time.
I guess she won't. Chapapi, you're so.
Okay.
Okay.
It was difficult, guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's also
She's like a
very,
rocket.
very lovely,
Rocket girl.
and she loves us because we found her and made her a part of our family by giving to parents and making Christina's parents to love her, of
Yeah.
course. So, guys, if you don't have
Let
any
us
questions,
check that inbox once
yeah,
again.
sure, but I mean, yes,
Have you? Oops.
yeah.
Have you ever been to Canada? Not with Chapati, of course.
No, Jess, we've never been to Canada. The closest I've been to Canada is Duluth in Wisconsin. It's quite close, I mean, but anyway.
It's
yeah,
not Canada.
It's not Canada, definitely. We've never been to.
I have never even been to the continent, so I haven't visited USA. We had some plans to have a trip with Chapati to the
North
USA and maybe Canada too, but we had to find quite a big amount of time for that, and we needed much more money for that than we had.
Yeah, because
So
for a big trip, I mean, when you fly to North America, you need to spend at least a few months there, and it's very, very costly, of course.
for us, yeah, it a bit difficult.
Hello from UK. Hello to UK. Michelle Daisy 8 and Reed Debo is asking, you guys are very courageous, all the best, but thing will happen. I don't think that we are like courageous.
Yeah.
Our soldiers are courageous, and people who are risking their life are courageous. All the doctors, all the like volunteers who are on the front, they are courageous.
We are scared. Like I'm crying almost each day. Almost each day, I spend an hour in my tears because I'm helpless. I don't know what to do. I cannot help the situation. I don't know how I can help the situation, and unfortunately, I don't feel being brave at this point. Unfortunately.
Yeah, our like probably the bravest thing we ever made is taking Chapati from the street. Why I'm saying that, because it was only our second day of the more than half a year trip, and we didn't have any knowledge about how to do that. We didn't know how it's gonna be possible to travel with the dog all over Southeastern Asia.
Just
It
a
wasn't.
moment, we've got a request to show Michelle, so I'll go and take
It's gonna be hard for you to carry her.
I know.
Yeah. So, but it's the same time it was our biggest happiness to have a Chapati in our lives. So we're showing you dogs one more time. Oh, this
And here comes Mishka. It's my parents' second dog. Oh, actually, she is the first dog.
yeah.
If we're talking about chronology, but you know, she's not that active and talkative, and not so energetic, yeah, as Chapati or Arya. So she just likes to spend her time laying on my parents' bed or on the sofa. That's the best thing for her to do.
So Warren wrote that Chapati is the best has the best parents, and she's getting all the love she deserves. Both of you saved each other. Yes, we definitely saved each other.
Each other, yes.
Much
That's
love to
true.
you guys. Thank you so much. We feel this
I
love.
need to close the door because
And take Chapati here also. Probably will say bye bye to our dear friends.
come on.
Thank you,
Come on.
Rajlakshmi. Chap, come here. Come.
Oh, thank you, Rajlakshmi, so much. I also have to answer your long and very detailed letter. Thank you so much for all your support and help. I'll be back with my answer very soon. I promise you.
And answering
Thank
to
you.
Jess about Canada, she's been to Prague, closest to Ukraine. I think you'd love Ukraine. So if you have any opportunity, come here.
But not
Come.
now.
Definitely.
A bit later. Make that bit later.
Definitely. So Chappie, come here, please.
By the way, after the war ends, I guess that would be a great idea to come to Ukraine in order to adopt a pet, because so many of our dogs in shelters faced horrible times, and just to give them a chance for a better period of their lives. So if the first part of their lives was so horrible, maybe the second will be better. But we first need to win, and then we and Chapati will make a huge work in order to promote adopting pets from Ukraine. All the time before we promoted adopting Indies, but now we will also promote not only Indies but Ukrainian dogs too, who faced such horrible times.
It's very
It's
hard
for you.
to get Chapati
No.
to your hands.
She doesn't even want cheese anymore.
Yeah, but when she is here, she always behaves nicely, and she never tries to run away. So it's a great time to cuddle her. So I cuddle her from all of you guys, sending
Yeah.
love and kisses to Chapati.
But only we are so lucky to make that offline.
So, thank you everybody. I hope that we will do such kind of streams each weekend. I think that we'll meet you in a week.
It's now much easier for us to answer questions in real. Of course, we'll try to make more posts and more videos, but meeting you in real is something very, very important and very inspiring, and giving some new breath to us. So
Yeah, we are energized by
Yeah.
your thoughts, prayers, and your power. Thank you so
Just
much.
accept that guy who wrote a stupid question about.
Uh, I mean, some people like they don't try to be empathic. They just try to find out something, even not meaning something bad. So I don't know. Suvarna is asking whether Chapati is mama's girl or daddy's girl. I'd say daddy's girl probably. I mean,
Unfortunately,
no, we have both of us have like a special
bond
relationship
with
with
her.
Chapati, but I mean, I think that.
It's a bit different, but like I used to have dogs starting from my very childhood. I would say that, like, my whole life I had dogs, and I think, and I very often I see this story that uh, dogs who are girls usually more tend to men, while dogs boys more tend to women. Yeah,
Probably
so
it's
it's like
just nature.
like daughters and sons. Probably it's quite the same here.
Yeah.
But she loves me very much too, and I love her enormously.
Okay, guys. So we are saying bye bye. We will meet you in a week. It was a pleasure to talk to you. We hope this week brings all of us only happiness and joy. Please take care. Best wishes to all of you, to your families. Be blessed. We love you and thank you so much for your support.
Yeah, and thank you for being with us today, and thank you for being with us in a week, because we want to make this a regular practice to meet you each Sunday.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye bye.